In a world where rare coins often tell hidden stories, the 1978 South Africa half-cent coin carries more than its small size suggests. It's a piece of history, art, and numismatic intrigue wrapped into one bronze disc. For collectors who understand the nuance behind mintages, condition, and cultural context, this coin becomes a treasure rather than just a relic. Let's begin by setting the stage. In 1978, South Africa was still minting a variety of small-denomination bronze coins as part of its decimal coinage series. The half-cent, written 1/2 C, was produced in bronze, with a weight of approximately 2.00 grams and a diameter near 16.21 millimeters. Its thickness is about 1.47 millimeters, giving it a solid, compact presence in hand. These specifications are consistent with the same series of half-cent coins issued in nearby years. Muntstuk plus 2 Muntstuk plus 2 on the obverse front of the coin, you will find the inscription South Africa and Suid-Afrika, reflecting the bilingual nature of the country at the time. Below is the Latin motto Ex Unitate Vires, meaning from unity, strength. The year 1978 appears alongside the initials TS, standing for Tommy Sassine, the coin's designer. On the reverse, back, the design is simple but elegant. 1/2 followed again by TS, under light. You might even discern the fine artistry in the stamping of those initials. The edge is reeded or coarsely milled. Last Dodo plus 2 Muntstuk plus 2, but what truly gives this coin its mystique is its rarity and the conditions under which it existed. In that year, the mintage figure for the 1/2 cent coin is often listed as only around 37,000 pieces. Muntstuk plus 2 Last Dodo plus 2 Many of those coins entered circulation and endured the wear and tear of daily life, being handled, pocketed, jostled, cleaned, scraped. Over decades, most were lost, melted down, or reduced to circulated grades with diminished detail. Given that, an uncirculated or proof condition 1978 half-cent is extraordinarily rare. Collectors prize coins that retain their original luster, sharp details, crisp edges, and minimal toning or surface marks. A coin in such pristine condition is something akin to a natural diamond. It rarely occurs and is intensely prized when found. From a historical perspective, the coin is a bridge between eras. South Africa's coinage underwent multiple transitions during the mid to late 20th century, responding to political, economic, and societal change. The inclusion of both English and Afrikaans on the coins acknowledges the bilingual tension in the country's identity at that time. The motto, the design choices, and the simplicity of the coin reflect an era when small denominations still held everyday utility and symbolic meaning. Those elements make it more than metal. It's a cultural artifact. Imagine showing the coin to your audience under magnification. You draw their attention to the fine lines around 1/2 and the initials TS. You let them see the crispness of the font, the subtle wear or absence thereof. You might compare it to a circulated coin, pointing out how much detail is lost when coins circulate. That visual contrast adds emotional weight. The rarity becomes tangible, not just theoretical. You can also discuss how coin collectors judge value. It's not just rarity. Condition, grade, provenance, history of ownership or origin, and market interest all play roles. Even tiny deviations, slight toning, micro scratches, die cracks, can dramatically affect value. And for a coin this small and old, potential for damage is high. So specimens that survive in mint state are treasured. To further engage your viewers, you might recount anecdotes. Perhaps a collector who searched for years, or a coin show where two collectors vied for a gem-proof example. Or you might explain how sometimes coins are rediscovered in family coin jars, estate sales, or old collections, and even a minor reappearance can cause flutters in the collector community. You could also briefly compare this 1/2 cent with other South African coins of that time. For instance, the 2-cent coin from 1978 depicts a black wildebeest and was struck in larger quantities. Munstuck or mention how the cent coin series was essentially discontinued for general circulation by the 1970s and later struck only in proof sets. Wikipedia plus one. These comparisons highlight how unusual it is for a half cent to survive well. In preparing such a video, your narration tone can shift from descriptive to suspenseful. You begin with a modest appearance. At first glance, it's just a small bronze disc. Then you build intrigue. But in top condition, this coin can command thousands of dollars, a testament to the endurance of rare art and history. By the time you reveal the price, the viewer is primed to understand and feel respect. You should guide the viewer visually. Include high-resolution close-ups, light from different angles so the relief shows shadows, macro shots of the lettering, and side views to show thickness and edge milling. Overlaying text might highlight 37,000 minted or mint state equals extremely rare. Use measured pacing so viewers can absorb each feature before moving on. You may also mention that despite web listings showing proof 1978 1/2 cent coins for modest amounts, for example, one listing at about 40.00 in local currency, Bob's Hop, those are likely lower grade or uncertified pieces. They don't reflect the kind of flawless specimen that captures collector attention at the highest tier. As you conclude, you can reflect on what value means for a collector. It's not just price per ounce or metal content. The bronze composition is modest, but the story, the condition, the scarcity, and the emotional resonance of owning something few others can. Then, quietly drop the final reveal, $7,530.